Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Roteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week our focus is on the deepfake technology, a dark side of artificial intelligence. The much-awaited mobile game BGMI is now back in India. Find out what's new in the latest version of the game. And we show you how robots are getting better and smarter in 2023. Let's get started. Technology has advanced so much that you can now easily create fake videos and images. With the help of digital technologies, you can easily replace a person's face with that of another individual. What's more worrying? Social media is flooded with such bogus videos. Deepfake technology is becoming increasingly accessible. And now there are fears that it could be used to advance disinformation in the run-up to the 2024 US elections. Our next story gets you more details.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So,
if Ron DeSantis got
watch this video.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, the one thing I know about Ron is that when push comes to shove,
Listen to what Hillary Clinton says.
I actually like Ron DeSantis a lot. Yeah, I know. I'd say he's just the kind of guy this country needs, and I really mean that.
An obvious question here is, why is she endorsing her opponent? Well, this video may look real, but the fact is, it's bogus.
Got installed as president, I'd be fine with that.
In other words, it's a deepfake video. Deepfakes are videos and images that are digitally created or altered with artificial intelligence. Such videos are usually so flawless that they can fool anyone.
This will be impossible to fix. Calm down, everyone.
They are designed to deceive people, spread propaganda, and influence public opinion. In other words, miscreants use high-tech tools to realistically superimpose celebrity faces on actors in staged videos. Now, the same technology is being used to influence the US presidential elections. Here is another example. This fake video shows US President Joe Biden unleashing a cruel rant at a transgender person.
You will never be a real woman. You have no womb, you have no ovaries, you have no eggs.
These fabricated videos are created by AI algorithms trained on online footage.
What you see is not real.
Such deepfakes are now frequently surfacing on social media. They are blurring fact and fiction in the polarized world of US politics. While such synthetic media has been around for several years, it's been turbocharged over the past year by a slew of new generative AI tools, such as Midjourney. These tools make it cheap and easy to create convincing deepfakes. Unfortunately, the implications are dire. Which means it's going to be very difficult for voters to distinguish the real from the fake. And just imagine how either Trump's supporters or Biden supporters could use this technology to make the opponent look bad.
They know that I lied and cheated. They know that I colluded with Russia. And now I have to answer for all the terrible things I did. I will not stand in their way.
Deep Media, a company working on tools to detect synthetic media, reports that there has been a massive increase in deepfake videos and audio lately. There have been 3 times as many video deepfakes of all kinds and 8 times as many voice deepfakes posted online this year compared to the same period in 2022. According to Deep Media estimates, in total about 500,000 video and voice deepfakes will be shared on social media sites globally in 2023. As the tech sector is engaging in an AI arms race, tools that can generate deepfakes are being released with few or imperfect guardrails to prevent harmful misinformation. While major social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter and YouTube have made efforts to prohibit and remove deepfakes, their effectiveness at policing such content varies. Industry leader OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, is itself struggling with the issue.
The American people and people all over the world are standing with them, and we always will.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has acknowledged the need for AI regulation as he fears that the use of AI could interfere with election integrity. OpenAI may take steps to restrict the use of AI products in politics, but the guardrails still have gaps. Political consultancies are also seeking to harness AI, further muddying the line between real and unreal. As we head into the 2024 presidential race, it becomes important to crack down on the growing misuse of AI technologies. Unfortunately, we know what needs to be done, but no one is certain where the generative AI road leads or how to effectively guard against its power for mass misinformation. Therefore, experts believe that mitigating the risk of AI should now be a global priority.
Our next story is for gamers. One of your favorite mobile games has now returned to India. I'm talking about Battlegrounds Mobile India, also known as BGMI. Watch this story to find out what's new in the game.
Remember the popular video game Battlegrounds Mobile India, also called BGMI. In India, it was launched as a successor to the famous game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, better known as PUBG. But last year, the Battlegrounds Mobile India game was banned in the country over national security concerns. But you know what? The game is now back. The Indian government has given the green light to the multiplayer battle royale game BGMI. The game has made a comeback to the Indian mobile gaming scene after almost a year-long ban. And this announcement has made the gamers in India happy. And now comes the most obvious question. What is in store for the fans? The new version of BGMI is packed with thrilling features and exciting updates. The game features a new tropical map called Nusa, which includes a beautiful island with beaches, forests, and mountains. It also offers a unique gaming experience with new terrain, buildings, and vehicles. The NS2000 shotgun is another addition to the game. It can help take down enemies in close combat. This latest version of the app ensures that the player information is stored securely in India, addressing concerns that were previously raised. Game developer Krafton has also taken steps to promote responsible gaming by introducing playtime restrictions in the PUBG-inspired BGMI game. These restrictions vary based on the age of the players. Users below 18 years of age will have a daily playtime limit of 3 hours, while gamers above 18 will be allowed to play for up to 6 hours every day. What else? The developer has included a parental verification option in the game. Also, the makers have added spending restrictions specially for minors. The latest version of BGMI is available for download for both Android and iOS users. Note that for now, the ban on the game has been lifted for 90 days. After the 3-month trial period, the Indian government will review whether the game is in compliance with Indian laws. Accordingly, it will decide if the ban on the game should be permanently lifted or if the game should be blocked again. It seems the resurgence of BGMI could open doors for other banned apps seeking re-entry into the Indian market.
On Tech It Out, we keep you up to date with new WhatsApp features. In our next story, we tell you about a new functionality that could help improve your communication experience on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp keeps introducing new features so that you can have a better messaging experience. The latest additions to the app are the ability to edit sent messages and lock individual chats. And now the company is working on a screen sharing feature, which will allow you to share your screen, similar to how you do on other platforms like Microsoft Teams and Zoom. On WhatsApp, you will be able to share your screen by tapping on this button. When the feature is enabled, the app displays a disclaimer that says WhatsApp will have access to all the information visible on the screen. Our advice is that be careful when you decide to use this feature. At any point, the user will have the ability to stop the screen sharing process. Interestingly, the screen sharing feature will enable users to collaborate more effectively. The new functionality is currently in the testing phase. It is expected to be rolled out in the coming weeks.
You may have seen cameras in different shapes and sizes. But have you ever seen a camera without a lens? I'm neither joking nor trying to pull a prank. Don't believe me? Watch it for yourself.
Can you imagine a camera without a lens? Sounds bizarre, right? But we now have one such camera. It defies the norms of conventional photography, which means it doesn't capture pictures the usual way. This futuristic camera is called Paragraphica. It uses artificial intelligence and location data to generate images. In other words, the new age camera combines location data, time of the day and weather and creates a text description. And this generated description is later converted into an image. Therefore, this technology is called text-to-image AI. What else? The camera, which features an unusual look, comes with 3 physical dials. They let users control the data and AI parameters to customize photos. The viewfinder is not ordinary either. It displays a real-time description of the current location. Clearly, with AI around, people may no longer need a lens that forms the core of the photography experience. But we're not sure how well such cameras would perform in real life.
Moving on. Time and again, we keep warning you about online scams. Today, we alert you about a new fraud that could rob you of your hard-earned money. You heard that right. Scammers have now come up with a new way to trick you on the internet. Our next story gets you more details.
Your personal information and bank details could be at risk. Why do we say that? Because cyber criminals have come up with a new way to steal your confidential details. Indian researchers have discovered a new malware. Malware is basically a software that gets into your device without your consent with the intention to steal your private and confidential data. This particular malware is called Dodgerat. It's being circulated through fake Android apps. In other words, malware disguises itself as legitimate apps such as Netflix, Instagram, and YouTube. It's being distributed via various social media platforms. And what's more concerning, the malicious software gives hackers remote access to users' devices. Once the malware is successfully installed, it can extract sensitive information from the victim's device, such as contacts, photos, messages, and banking credentials. So, stay vigilant. Avoid clicking on links and attachments sent by unknown individuals. And most importantly, regularly update your software as it can help safeguard your device against malware.
Robots are getting smarter and better. In some cases, they prove to be more intelligent than humans. As their capabilities continue to improve, many keep wondering if there is anything that robots can't do. In our next story, we show you how robots are becoming more sophisticated in 2023.
Hi everyone. It requires expertise in many areas such as computer science, mathematics, engineering and more. Yes, that's me.
You may have seen people discuss and talk about the dangers of AI, but ever heard a robot talk about it? Meet Amika, a humanoid robot developed by UK-based Engineered Arts. She has some answers to the most important questions concerning AI.
Should people be worried about AI?
Yes, people should be aware of the potential risks associated with AI and robotics. However, it is important to remember that these technologies can also have a positive impact on our lives if used responsibly.
That's not all. Listen to what Amika has to say when she's asked about how bad the human-AI interaction could go.
The most nightmare scenario I can imagine with AI and robotics is a world where robots have become so powerful that they are able to control or manipulate humans without their knowledge. This could lead to an oppressive society where the rights of individuals are no longer respected.
If you're wondering how this humanoid robot can come up with such smart and intelligent replies, let us tell you it uses OpenAI's ChatGPT-3 to respond to any question you might have and can respond in any language. The desktop version of Amika, which is made up of the head and upper torso, costs approximately $100,000. While the full body version costs as much as 4 times that, depending on the features. The head contains dozens of actuators that are responsible for controlling Amika's facial expressions, giving her a human-like character that can frown, smile, and blink. The focus of the company is now on Amika's hands and legs. It's aiming for a full walking version for it to be able to grasp and manipulate objects. According to Will Jackson, who is the founder of Engineered Arts, the ultimate aim is to create a robot that is capable of integrating with human society. Amika was among hundreds of robots on display at the International Conference on Robotics and Automation in London. The event was sort of the Olympics of the robot world. This robotic product was another highlight. This piece of machinery by Shadow Robot is sensitive enough to be able to manipulate small objects, much like a human hand would.
Making hands that are like human hands is incredibly challenging. Nature has all kinds of interesting tricks it can use to make things like joints that are self-lubricating and tendons that serve as structural materials. We don't have those, so we have to use engineering tools. So this is a miracle of miniaturization and packing, getting all of the components into the hand in the same size and shape. A multi-year development challenge to do that. And then getting that to be controlled and reliable and robust, a real piece of work.
As you can see, these robotic hands currently need human intervention, but you can't escape AI. Walker predicts a world where once the machines have learned how to complete a task, they won't need us. And you can't miss this. It's called Nimbro. Created by students from the University of Bonn, it's an avatar system that lets operators wearing VR glasses manipulate robotic hands to move chess pieces, flip switches, or operate a drill. At this stage, Nimbro is just a research project. But the team imagines it could be developed with AI to learn to do the tasks it currently does under human control. So, are robots outsmarting humans? Is it only a matter of time before they trigger mass unemployment by learning how to do all of our jobs? Robotics professor Kasper Althofer, however, looks at it differently.
I'm a positive person, so what I see there is opportunity. Obviously, anything you develop can be used in an inappropriate way, but one has to see also the positive sides. So, for example, if you had ChatGPT combined with a robotic device, then maybe you could tell the robot what to do and there would be no programming necessary. You could just tell it and it would hopefully understand it and carry out the right actions.
Up next, we show you how China is innovating its trains and offering travelers a new experience.
faster than fairies and faster than witches. Bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. Times have changed ever since Robert Louis Stevenson wrote these lines about a rail journey in the late 19th century. Trains have now become smarter and more high-tech. Here's a recent example. This is a driverless aerial train in the Chinese city of Wuhan. Wondering where are the tracks? You need to look up to see them. The SkyTrain is basically suspended on a rail. This monorail is currently on a test run. With a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour, the driverless SkyTrain moves around on a 10.5 kilometer aerial track.
It can be used as a commuting method between facilities in big cities, such as from airports and high-speed rail stations to subway stations or other transportation hubs. It can also be used for commuting between terminals of a large airport, as well as for connecting large scenic areas and scenic spots. As for small and medium-sized cities, because the building cost is relatively low, it can be used as a regular commuting service for people to and from work.
Interestingly, it's more economical to construct such monorails compared with an underground subway line of the same length.
Its first advantage is that it is relatively low cost, which is about 1/4 to 1/5 of that of the subway. The second advantage is that its construction period is particularly short.
The train line will be put to commercial use sometime this year. When it comes to passenger capacity, this air train can accommodate as many as 200 people. Commuters can even enjoy a view on the ground through glass panels on the floor. As per Wang Kechang, the smoothness of this current train has significantly improved when compared with other rail trains of the past. The monorail is powered by high-tech solutions. The entire vehicle has more than 100 detection points. They constantly monitor the health status of important parts and ensure the train's safety. In short, the safety of passengers has been greatly prioritized.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Uteja, signing off.